What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel where we're doing music covers, original music, album reviews, song reviews, reactions, a little social commentary here and there, whatever the day calls for. If you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel. If you have content on here, I will subscribe to you as well. I am all about supporting up-and-comers on here. I feel like I've been slacking this week with content. There's a guitar cover I really want to do, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but the song has nothing online as far as tabs or watching anybody else play it. And I'm going to have to completely learn it by ear when I have the time. So I'm just kind of doing a video to get something on my channel because I've been kind of slacking off all week. There's been so many noteworthy releases that have come out this month. You got the new Counterparts album, which I think is the best thing they've done in years. Probably my second favorite album of theirs. You got the new Bill Murray, which I don't really think it's his best work, but it wasn't too bad. And I just saw him live last week, and it was one of those performances where it's like you kind of knew when you were watching it that you were seeing one of the most amazing performances ever, but it doesn't really sit in until like the next week, and it was such a good show. You had the new We Came as Romans, the new Lorna Shore. There's a couple smaller bands that have released things this month too. There's a band called Boundaries that I never heard of prior to this month that released a pretty decent and heavy album. And then the band we're about to check out tonight was recommended to me by a friend called Inclination. They just put out a brand new album a couple days ago called Unaltered Perspective. Inclination is a metalcore band from Kentucky. I don't know anything else about them except that, so we're going to be kind of going into this thing blind. So I don't really have any preconceived notions for what this is going to sound like, except that I'm just hoping for something really badass and something that's so memorable that I want to check out the whole album because I really could use some new bands to get into. So without further ado, let's get into a decision from the band Inclination. Where the song goes after this means everything. Let's see what happens. I'm going to give this song a 7 out of 10 straight out the gate. Let's say why. In a live setting, this song would be incredible. There's a lot of cool two-step parts. There's nothing in here that you haven't heard before, but this was pretty much 100% made for a live setting, and I think it would bump pretty hard in the car too. The only really negative thing I would say about this is the spoken word vocals. His voice just is kind of a little bit jarring. His screaming voice is a lot better. The breakdown comes in a very unexpected spot, which can either be seen as a positive or a negative. A positive in the sense that it's unpredictable in a songwriting sense, or negative in a live sense where everybody's kind of like waiting for everything to drop and it kind of comes prematurely. I mean, this music pretty much is only made for a live setting, I would say. Like, while what these guys do works super, super well in a live setting, and it sounds really heavy and motivating, high energy. If the entire album was just this and there was no changes or anything, I would probably get bored with it. But the scream vocals are really good. There's a couple moments in the guitars that stand out, but for the most part, it's just adding to the heaviness. As is with 75% of metalcore music, the bass is kind of non-existent. The drums just kind of act as a backbone to all of this. So, as far as an entire album of this, I'm not really sure how well it would hold up. Assuming these guys don't have any other tricks up their sleeve. Like, this is the first time I'm hearing them. I don't know anything else about them except for the song. And what I'm hearing with this song is just pretty much some standard tough guy kind of metalcore to get the crowd moving. I'll just have to check out more of what they have to offer. This song here, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Something I haven't heard before, but it's done pretty well. That's all I really got to say about this one, guys. Until next time, thanks for watching.